there, Cal Spatula. Are you ready to get derp?
Oh yeah, I'm ready to get derp.
Alright, 3, 2, 1, let's derp it up! Alright, guys, you can see we're here on Metacritic.com and we're reading the reviews of the original XCOM sequel known as XCOM. What do they call the new one?
Enemy unknown.
Enemy Unknown, yeah, that one, the original game, completely original, game that has never been out before in any sort of prequel matter, anything like that, So let's get down to it. So, we're gonna read all the negative reviews, all the people who said this game sucks, just to agree with our homeboy. What's his name? I really don't know his name. MPC4Utube, that guy, whatever, doesn't matter. So, let's read user review from Kamiko. If you've never played an XCOM game before, this game can be simple and modern. Introduction to the concept. If you're a fan of the original, though, you may be disappointed by the range of tactical options that have been eliminated to streamline play. Alright, we're gonna get rid of the stupid voice gimmick, but seriously. Everyone's saying that, the game is dumbed down. That is why this one is bad. It is less mind-numbing. It is less thought-provoking. It is less
tactical,
strategical, more focused on you using your mind to get to the greater ends of beating the game,
To be more accessible.
Yeah, more accessible.
The casuals are a big market now, and you need to get those in order to make a profit.
I know, and you need to dumb it down. Dumb it down! Yet you still didn't understand. So let's move forward to the next review. First off, this really not an XCOM game. And if you go looking at it as a new IP, then you'll be a lot better off. The game is heavily streamlined and dumbed down, there's that word again, from its origins. Rather than a turn-based strategy game like the original XCOM games, you are buying a turn-based action game. Like a turn-based Gears of War, you are limited to 4 squad members to start. You cannot build or manage new bases. The maps are pre-done rather than random and can repeat throughout the game. And virtually all of the strategic portions of the original XCOM have been deleted. I suspect this was done to attract the Call of Duty and the GOW audience, but it just makes it unsuitable for any true strategy gamer, and its slow pace will certainly keep away the FPS fans. Now, this is not specifically a bad game, and if you are the type of gamer who thought, wouldn't it be cool if to command Gears of War Squadron dressed in Mass Effect armor in a turn-based game, but without all those unnecessary strategic elements, new base building, and micromanaging, then this is the game for you. XCOM Enemy Unknown loses. I don't know what that means.
I guess it didn't need to has, loses the overall strategic gameplay.
Yeah. And is all turn-based action with Mass Effect armor and guns. Not for me, but who knows? There might be a big undiscovered market for this game type. So they're saying they dumbed it down. So let's see. This guy gave it a score of 0, so maybe he agrees with you. The best-looking XCOM to date. It also has one of the most disappointing, with strategic gameplay so dumbed down, there's that phrase again, and shallow, there's that phrase again, that it's barely worthy of the XCOM name. This game should have been a different title. Perhaps generic alien shooter yielding atrociously stressful strategy elements dumbed down. Wow, that is a running turn. That would explain how the marketing team was able to pull off a top sales item in a pre-release sale. Well, core principles from the original. Well, we're not going to read the whole thing. You get the point. Let's scroll down. Another classic series goes down the toilet in an entirely depressing cash grab for mainstream gaming dollars, brought to us by a bunch of greedy spoons who clearly know that what made the original series great doesn't hype as well as CG cutscenes and FXAA. This is more like Mass Effect than XCOM. There's almost no tactics involved. The game holds your hand! Hold your hand!
Tells you what to do and blocks you from doing anything that might resemble player choice at every stage.
There you go. That's the ticket! Let's see from Atticus14. I heard that their goal was to streamline the experience, but I personally think they just dumbed it down. The geoscope is nothing more than a button to scan for UFO activity, which advances the story. My main complaint is that the elimination of the soldier inventory. There's no more interacting with the ground or worrying about overloading your soldier. I like that extra depth. Extra depth that is not in this game, thus dumbed down. Also, the squad size is now capped at 6, and the aliens aren't active on the field until you find them. If anyone is looking for a good modern XCOM rather than XCOM reimagining, check out Xenonauts. And this will be the last review for now. We're going to see, this one's pretty much another dumbed down type thing, but we're going to go read Major Witty. If you really enjoyed the complexity of the original 2 XCOM games, this new version will be a letdown. The game has been, oh god, there's that beloved phrase again, dumbed down for console players. The multiplayer option sucked. You can't play the campaign with buddies. This game will be okay when it's $5 in 6 months and on Steam sale. Okay, so we're going to read one more. Actually, we're going to read 2 more, okay? 2 more?
Okay.
That work for you?
Yeah, let's do that.
Sam Handwich84. Nice username. A simplified but still fun version. A simplified but still fun version of the XCOM franchise. However, the game is currently plagued by many bugs. Now, this is something you didn't bring up. Bugs, and this was early in the game's lifespan. They've been patching things out, so that's fine. But they still believe that this game has a good game within its skeleton, which, it's fine. There's bugs. That's a legitimate complaint. But as they said, right here, going to highlight it for you, simplified. But I will be more than happy to happily change this score when and if the bugs are fixed, which, they've been doing a good job with. Until that time, though, people need to know that both the single and multiplayer components may not be playable if they fork out this full-price game. And here you go. An abortion of the classic. For your information, beat the game on normal within 2 days, straight A's on monthly reports. First off, all the battles are predestined, no individual rolls per move. Example, 2012 XCOM Enemy Unknown. When a battle starts, the AI now knows and has determined, regardless of aim percentage, what will hit, what will not hit. You can save a game during a battle, and one soldier will always make the shot and moves soldier to particular grid on square. He will then make a shot, and soldier 3 will miss. It's everything the exact same way. And you can see this is a pretty long comment. But pretty much more dumbing down because, now it's not, so much as immersive. Now it's set in stone what will happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so...
And I guess that, for consistency's sake, and so there's not bugs and stuff that may occur when the AI doesn't know what to do. Who knows?
Yeah, so I'm going to hit Control F and dumbed. And there are 12 instances of the phrase dumbed down. And there are 5 instances of simplified. So
the thing is, it seems like the general consensus, the game's not bad or terrible or broken. It's just that they wanted an XCOM game with deep strategy elements, and they got something that was built for more casual players.
Something more simplified and streamlined. So the game is more simplified. I can't really see what you're getting at here. And the general consensus is that this game is holding your hand, thus proving us, what's that word? Oh, yes, correct. And these are the people who agreed with you that the game is bad. So, people that said the game was good, well, they already disagree with you there. So,
and that far outnumbers the people who said they're bad, which most people say the game was just simplified.
And what is the average overall aggregate score for this game? Let's scroll on up here. Oh, 8.1. As you can
Generally
see,
favorable.
We're not lying to you. We're mixed out 9-1 here, and mixed is at 84. So, good game, bro. Good game. I think we schooled you here. We're going to have another part to this, and we're going to be playing Super Metroid the way that you would have played it, good sir. So, shoo-shoo. Have a good day.